Alistar into Pulverize, into Nether Grasp, into Counter Strike means that nobody does anything. But here we go, throwback to the classic counter action against Smeb, who's been denied a ton of CS so far. 18-3 as the wave crashes
They're ratcheting
in.
it up.
He's going to go ahead and start pushing back. Might have to pop the flash. He's going to try to get back in underneath the turret. Flashes in. MT goes forward. So much damage, and he will just be taken down towards the bottom side of the map. Waiting in the brush has not been spotted yet.
Bit of patience, but Mata flash any moment. Here we go.
Yeah, Flash Pulverize comes through into the counter strike, and Teddy just disappears. Mata finds the kill, and now it's all on Wraith to try to get out of here. Gets a pop-up, flashes away. Seems like he will be able to exit.
Knows when to engage. The CC laying was beautiful. Nothing Teddy could do.
Yep.
Was able to use his heal. I'm surprised about that.
In the meantime,
giving them the direst treatment here.
Yeah, has that little kitten thrown down for a ward, but Smeb, yeah, nothing really he can do. No flash available. Going to try to hand this one over to Grace. It would seem. That actually is going to be empty in the end, taking it away as so on. It takes up the turret. So second kill over to Jin Air as they give him the direst treatment.
They can still make this game work, but it's always fun when the split pusher starts to get ahead, because then there's headaches on both sides. As well, this is a pretty big headache.
Smeb's got a massive headache at the moment. No flash available, so on tries to push in. He does have it. He's going to go for it. Gets the chomp, and that is just going to be the final blow. So on comes up with the solo kill there. 2-0-1 on the Trundle. Just
still have ways to win this game. The Trundle also is really pumping.
I mean, you have to be wondering, you know, how do I get myself back into an acceptable position, let alone my team as a whole? Let's see, we can see some aggression here onto Wraith in the bottom lane. I mean, he's just stacking up, and Depth is going to run him out. So he will go down. Didn't have the flash. It's the last gank, so could not get himself out. The pawn should be enough to take that out. As Wraith's going to get found in the river. Score wrapping around the backside. And here comes the CC train. He's going to go ahead, flash away, try to get himself away from this Jax. But now with Jeff joining in the mix, they will have to run for the slow. They'll have to run for the execute. He'll get booted back over the wall, and Pawn will go ahead and kill steal the whole damn thing. Now Teddy in a bad spot, starts charging down the lane, but he knows that he's pretty much donezo here as he tries to get out, flashes away into the stopwatch there for the headbutt Pulverize. But Nether Grasp is waiting for him as well as a counter strike. So you tried, Teddy. Probably should have just saved the flash. He goes down 4-3 as KT take the lead in kills.
There's no outplay there
of MT, but not going to be able to find it. In the meantime, just a little bit of scuffling here coming through. Depth going to go gold in right as that Call of the Forge God comes through, so he's not going to get popped up now. Ultimate thrown down by the Maokai, so on. Up in the front line, just trying to get rid of Smeb. And now Mata's going to be turned up with the Fate's Call as there. Smeb all on his lonesome will get pop blast auto attack there over the wall. Then he comes through and they take him down, but that's going to be Grace going down in the fight as well. So far, a 2-for-1 in advantage of Jin Air as they keep pushing down the mid lane. Will they peel back?
Leah metas. The Weaver's Wall hasn't really been used in this game at all by Grace. And that's what we're looking for, is might see a fight.
Smeb's getting chunked at low there. While the Forge God comes through, gets a pop-up onto Depth and Mata. Depth down to about half HP. He's going to get popped. The Guardian Angel comes through. Mata goes golden to try to stay alive in the fight. Fate's Call. Do believe is still available, and Depth is actually going to go ahead, trades one back, finds the kill in onto Umpty, but Grace goes in and immediately kills off the Callista. Teddy getting jumped on, headbutt back into the thick of the fight, will get taken down by Score, who stays alive, leap striking over to Pawn to keep himself alive as he retreats back towards the base. Jin Air going to be coming out on top of this one so far with a 2-for-2 as they try to look for more, but they're turning it around. The Malefic Visions just go through, and Grace will get taken down, but not before he can claim the life of Mata, so all said and done.
It seemed like Smeb could just goal keep and they could just burst it down. They have the Ren secure, but the clear call was turned. They wanted no chance of a steal. Now Mata, watching Umti.
Yeah, Umti finds him, gets a little bit of damage there onto the Alistar, but the Ren is coming through. That's going to be the Baron over to KT. So objective, if they don't come out on top of this, is both buffs go over to KT. That very well could be game.
Need to find a way to kill Depth. Depth goes down and KT's comp falls apart.
He would have to jump in, but they're just going to peel back. They're going to try to wait out the pushes here from KT. Here we go.
We're walking up. What does it mean?
Forward here, Mata, maybe look for the dive. There
means
we go.
A lot.
Goes in with a headbutt Pulverize, finds Grace, who goes down pretty low. The Face Call comes out, Call the Forge God, does get the pop-up in. Massive knockup from Wraith, but it's going to be Jin Air who's still losing members, so on, getting burned down. Will get the kill in on the Depth, but he pays for that one with his life. 3 members dead on the side of Jin Air just for the Callista. KT will go ahead. The super creeps are coming in on all sides.
Oh, baby!
Coming down, that's going to be the jump in. Races manages to flash away, keep himself safe, and actually they're trying to trade this one back in onto Smeb, who goes very low here with the Maokai. So far, still going to be alive. Will get popped right at the end, it looks like there, yeah, as Umpty finds the kill, but that is going to be traded for Teddy. as Deft is still alive, is still firing away, and is knocking down these final turrets. Nexus going to be standing, 3 members left on the side of Jin Air, but there's nothing really that they can do by the look of it, and there you go. The final hits go through onto the Nexus, 14-11 at the end. The action certainly did vamp up as the game went on. Started off pretty strong, then a very long dry spell, but the last 10 minutes or so
The rest of the drop wouldn't fit in
the push.
as cleanly. Still a possibility with Smab, but he's going to go for the standard compositional pick when you already saw the Sejuani.
Be that level 3 roam that I was talking about.
Jinna can do. They wait for the grouped wave, they look for the turret dive, they go in earlier, but well, let's see how So1's dancing shoes are.
That's going to be the ward coming down. So1 going to flash to the side, goes low, and he'll get taken down. First blood moves over to score. Arrives, trying to trade one back, but it's not quite going to happen. So
we'll see. Some things shut down. Speaking of shutdowns,
up top is going to be the counter strike there. Already using the leap strike, flashes in, gets the stun in onto Pawn as Grace does arrive. Triple bubble not going to connect, goes in onto the Wolf and Pawn. He's going to be in a bad spot. Big shove does knock Umti away, flashes away from Grace, but he is just going to get picked off here as Grace does find the kill. So another aggressive roam looking for that top lane pick onto the GP, gets turned around by Jin Air. Channeling the recall, will go ahead and stop it. Jump forward, Deft's going to get popped up, the Devour comes through, they're going to get the lockdown straight in onto Teddy, and he is going to get popped by the look of it. One more hit, nope, flashes over the wall, keeps himself alive. Deft still skirting around the sides of the fight, now turns in onto Wraith, they lock him in with the Sejuani passive. Trying to get the kill. Two-shot barrage. Teddy does tumble to the side, keeps himself alive, and now Pawn is joining in the fray. Pop-up comes through. First kill going over to Umti as he finishes off score. Wraith will fall as Pawn tries to finish off the Jax. One more hit would do it. There you go. Deft able to take him down. That'll be the turret as well going over to KT. 2 for 1 plus the turret. Going through with the CS. He finds himself at 180. The pulverize there from Wraith. Gets knocked down to about half HP. Score arrives. Pops him with the ultimate, he'll get locked in. Now Smeb coming in from the backside, pushes Teddy in, gets the wall up, the seismic shove from Pawn, they'll take him down. 3 members instantly dead on the side of Jin Air as KT. Now just have to wait for the wave in order to knock down this turret.
And it's just good news stories on the mini-map as well. 3 control wards in a straight line denying Jin Air from ever responding to bot side. Big
3-man pulverize coming through here. Devour comes down, Mata flashing away to spit Deft out on the other side. He's cutting his way back, nearly kills Teddy. And forces out the heal, but there we go. Paddle Star from Grace finds his mark, takes out Deft. They'll follow up with the counter strike on Damata. The bot lane of KT does get eliminated. And great on Damata, and Deft is actually ready to body block the Paddle Star. Bold of him there with the Ezreal as we'll see the fight break out. Missile Voyage there from Mata. Here in the mid lane to get the seismic shove in on the Wraith. He goes low. Can they get the Devourer? He's ready to die, and you see Mata, he doesn't want to take the kill, and once they hand it over to the carries, and Deft will be able to pick it up. Deft now trading back in onto Grace. Gets a couple hits, burns him down to about half HP, and KT will finally take out that inner turret in mid as Smeb goes in for the exchange here onto So1 right before that Mega Gnar expires. Works him down low, has him slowed up. They're going to be looking for the finish onto the GP, flashes to the other side. Seismic shove comes through, but he's got the stopwatch and stay alive for a little bit longer. There's no way for him to get out. He goes down. Ultimate connects in onto Umti. Takes a leap strike, a short one to the side. Dives in, charges for it, pops him up. He's got the TP ready to go. We'll go ahead and cast that one out.
Umti dead. They have to start a fight soon.
He's a siege mage. Even getting the pokes out here is not going to do a whole lot. They do find one on the Smeb. 3-man pulverize coming through from Wraith yet again as the Baron goes low, but the smite is there from score. They take it away. Smeb going to jump over the wall. Deft following suit. Will get themselves out alive. And it seems like score might be left for dead. He will go down. 2 members picked up as Mata and score fall. But still 3 Baron buffs there for KT. They take the buff.
Seeing Deft go aggressive onto the Zoe. No one-shots on this Ezreal.
And Freak feels vindicated as Deft goes into the melee range. Wraith now getting chunked out. Will get seismic shoved back in. It looks like he is just going to get melted as Smeb finds the kill. Score taking the turret here for the moment as he gets knocked down below half. Very well may end this game deathless, but he's had a very lackluster performance compared to his former one. Weaver's Wall coming through, cutting off a couple members here. Teddy contained on the other side as Smeb threatens in the sidelines. The lockdown comes in, and that's going to be Grace getting popped this time around. Cannot escape as a double kill comes through for Smeb. Pushes everybody into the wallop. Takes him down, feeds a double kill straight over on the Deft, and Umti can do nothing but watch. He'll get finished off right at the end. Triple kill to Deft to finish things off. The kills exploding for the final ace, and KT will just go ahead and clear out the final map there. 2-0 over to them.
And we always know with KT Rolster in this iteration, when the early game goes their way is when they're most comfortable. Doesn't mean they always win, but this was one of those games where they iced it early. It felt like they were always one step ahead, even 2 steps ahead of Jin Air, and the Zoe was left stranded. That's what can happen against Zoe. Her snow